And it's Chicago to start out. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Chandler out there with Robinson. Then there's Bird. Then there's Scott. And it's Kobe in at the 1 spot. Kidd passes to Gobert. Here's Sampson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Bird kicks to Kobe. Chandler dishes to Scott. Clock at 6. Chandler the pass to Robinson. Rebound by the Kings.
As he often does, he gets to the rim. But that's just stellar defense.
It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Robinson sets a screen for Bird. Back to Chandler. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
And the Admiral, David Robinson, a big-time threat to dunk it down. Can't give this 7'1" center any room down low.
Now here's Kidd. Pass to Doncic. And he drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Kobe passes to Chandler. The kick out to Scott. Back to Chandler. Outside, Kobe takes a 3. Oh, my! He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. They get Jason Kidd. Chicago shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
At the line for the Bulls, Kobe Bryant. One shot.
Competitiveness and tenacity of Kobe Bryant are really something to behold. He never seems satisfied with his own play, always trying to get a little more out of himself.
Now, here's Doncic. Back to Gobert. Chandler with the block.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
And here's Bird for 3. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Kidd. Doncic outside. Kidd a screen on Bird. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Sampson's teammates love taking advantage of his size and length. They know he's going to finish those lobs if they get it anywhere near the rack.
Here is Bryant. Bird outside. On the wing, Chandler. Bird looking it over. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Chicago.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Outside, Kidd. Doncic outside. It's rebounded by David Robinson. The Bulls leading by 6. Outside, Kobe. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Robinson sets a screen for Bird. For 3, Kobe. It's hauled in by the Kings. Hamilton kicks to Kidd. Doncic outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now here's Bird. He has 6 from deep 3-point land. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Pass to Doncic. over Bird. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bulls out front. They're up by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Bulls?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
We've got Richard Hamilton. Doncic out there with Gobert. Then it's Jason Kidd. And it's Sampson in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Now here's Bryant. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Gobert with the block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Superb playmaking from Kidd with that dish right there.
Hamilton against Scott. Outside, Bryant. Robinson a screen on Kidd. Here's Kobe. It's good from about 19 feet. Kobe's got 6.
The mid-range stroke of Bryant. You got to admire that. I mean, he's got a terrific feel from here.
Mr. Gobert. The 3 for Doncic. Chandler with the rebound. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 5-point game, and Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Now here's Kobe. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. Here's Scott. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And stolen by Scott. Inside, Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
Well, Kobe typically looks to score first, but that doesn't take away from how good a passer he is.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Kidd. Pass to Sampson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Trying to take what the defense allows, but he couldn't get it to go.
Scott against Doncic. Scott the pass to Kobe. Kobe soaring through the air.
This just proves how tough Kobe is. Brushing off the defense inside, a no-brainer.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
There's 1:59 left in the first half. Pass to Hamilton. Shoots it. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Bryant. He's got 8. Count that one.
Such great touch there from Bryant on the runner. Nice.
The Kings trail by 9. Doncic right side. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Kobe in close.
Oh, it's been all Kobe all the time tonight. What a scoring machine.
Bryant's gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. On the wing, Doncic. Good in the assist to Kidd. Doncic has got 8 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Chandler outside. .44 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Bird with the three.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
To the paint. Here's Gobert, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
What a finish by Gobert, absorbing the foul to earn an and one trip.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Rudy Gobert. One shot.
Known as the Stifle Tower, Gobert's defense and rebounding are valuable to this team.
Chicago leading by 8. Bryant the pass to Chandler. And here's Bird. Pulls it up. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Gobert with a screen on Bird. And here's Doncic from the arc. Knocks down the three ball. 11 points in the game. He can't get that one. And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. Thinking about the shot. You were so close. Give it up for the participants.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's Kidd. No scoring in this one. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Kobe. Chandler is out there with Bird. Then it's Robinson. And it's Scott in at the shooting guard position. Kobe with the steal. For the finish. Kobe finishing the break.
And he anticipated the play, and Kobe finished it on the other end.
Now Kidd. Kidd sets the pick for Doncic. And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
Scott against Hamilton. Scott dishes to Kobe. Robinson sets a screen for Kobe. Rebound by the Kings. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Gobert with a screen on Scott. Doncic against Scott. 6 to shoot. And it's Doncic missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Bird, the pass to Robinson. Over Hamilton. Off the mark at the outside fadeaway.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Scott against Doncic. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. The Bulls leading by 5. Outside, Scott. And again, no good by Chicago. Kidd against Bryant. Kidd with the bucket. Kidd's got his first points of the game.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
Now, here's Scott. Still scoreless. Back to Chandler. Bird outside. To stop the drought. Kidd grabs the board. The Kings trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the center.
Doncic outside for the tie. Good in the assist to Kidd. Kidd's got 5 assists tonight.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Now here's Kobe. He's got 14. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Jason Kidd.
Much respect for Kobe. Defense got over anxious there.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
The Kings trail. Doncic outside. Back to Kidd. To Gobert. Richard Hamilton on the wing. Back to Gobert. Kings moving the ball around. For 3, Kidd. It's rebounded by David Robinson. Now, here's Scott. Now, here's Chandler. He's covered by Kidd. Robinson sets a screen for Bird. Here's Kobe. Here's Scott. The Bulls with another miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Gobert. Now, Doncic. For the lead. They shoot again. Sampson's shot, good.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose for the basketball along with tremendous quickness.
Here's Scott. Still yet to score. Pass to Kobe. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Kidd with the steal. Doncic way outside. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's Sacramento as they end the third quarter with a big 11-1 run. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. You've got Doncic, with Hamilton out there with Kidd. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Sampson in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Bird. Here's Robinson. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Scott. Pass to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Sampson after the Bulls pick up 2. The three for Doncic. Nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got the lead up to 2 now for Sacramento. Enzo Bryant will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Chandler outside. Pass to Scott. And here's Bird. Guarded by Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Scott. Fires the three. And there's the call on Chandler. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
And here are the Kings now. The lead is 2. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Hit a screen on Bird. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Bird. Doncic right at the doorstep.
Luka Magic has been on display tonight. He is in full control, piling up the points.
Pass to Bird. And it's Bird with the jam.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Doncic outside. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Gobert there for the rebound. The Kings leading.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Kobe Bryant taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Kings leading now by 3. Here's Doncic. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Kidd. Puts it up from 17. And he banks the layup in.
And Sampson, 7'4", versatile, mobile. Good luck trying to stop him inside. He's too tall, too long.
Bryant looking over the floor. Outside Bird. Chandler with a screen for Bird. Tries it from 19. Gobert there for the rebound. Scott against Hamilton. Now Doncic. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Bryant with it. He's picked up by Doncic.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
David Robinson, first personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, Jason Kidd.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Boy, those were big free throws right there. exactly how you want to close out a game.
The 8-footer. No good there. And here are the Kings now. They're on an 11-3 run. Doncic outside. Crane from outside.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
Now, here's Scott. Bryant inside. He's covered by Kidd. Does not go in. Doncic outside. Takes the three. Robinson there for the rebound. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And now, our player of the game, Luka Doncic.
go.
And Chicago starts out with the ball here. And the starting group for Chicago. We've got Chris Paul, and it's Wallace in at the power forward position. That one falls.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Here's Thurman, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Paul passes to Moncrief. The three, and it's Paul with the three.
Quick off the draw. Chris Paul certainly doesn't lack confidence shooting the ball.
Pass to Roy. About a minute into this first quarter. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Now here's Wallace. Here's Paul, guarded by Payton. Paul passes to Sabonis, and it's in there.
Yeah, the dime-dropping skills of Paul. Tremendous at getting it to uncover teammates.
Pass to Roy. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. 6 to shoot. And it's rejected.
Girls ball.
Paul with it. Pass to Mashburn. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Inside. Here's Nash. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Paul. There's a screen. Here's Mashburn. The rebound by Payton.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Stoudemire. And he drives in. And he slams it in one-handed.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Paul. Pass to Moncrief. Back to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Lots of room. And the jumper is good. Paul's got his second basket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. There's a minute 26 left to play in the first. And that one's good. Paul's gotten his third basket of the night.
Oh, the crafty nature of Paul. Just finding ways to capitalize when the break is on.
Here's Stoudemire. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Atlanta shooting their first foul shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. Chicago leading. Up top, Paul. 7 points in the game. And there's another one for the Bulls.
Oh, man, Paul finding the soft spot and executing to perfection.
51 seconds left in the first. Here's Roy. No good with a layup. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Wallace outside. Pass to Paul. Shot clock at 5. The rebound by Payton. Throws it up high.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Here's Mashburn from deep. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Chicago ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
I really like the attitude they've displayed here early on.
They've done a very good job of controlling the pace. That usually leads to good things.
And it's Payton in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Wallace. Not a lot of room. Pass to Moncrief. Ball against Payton. And that one's good. Paul.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Here's Moncrief. Yet to see a basket. Outside Paul. Shot from the wing, and it falls all over the rim and in. And that's 13 points for Chris Paul.
Yeah, everything is running through CP3 tonight. The team goes the way he goes.
Here's Stoudemire. Pass to Nash. And here's Payton. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Stoudemire. Here's Roy. Three-pointer, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Mashburn. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Here's Stoudemire. He's got 5. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Nash. Clock at 6. On the wing, Payton. Atlanta again missing.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
And he lobs it up. Wallace pulls it in. Wallace has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Moncrief. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Nash passes to Stoudemire. Outside Payton. Pass to Roy. To win the drought. Yep, that one's good. Roy's got 5 points in the quarter.
He will take that matchup every single time. He is not going to miss many of those.
Here's Moncrief. Here's a three from Paul. The rebound by Stoudemire. Hawks trail by 5. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Blocked! And here's Paul. He's got 13. Down low. Here's Sabonis. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Sabonis has gotten his second bucket on the night. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Thurman. Mashburn's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Roy's shot is good. And now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Paul. Pass to Wallace. Outside Paul. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. And another shot. And there's the bucket as Sabonis finishes it off. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, when you grab the offensive rebound, you're already right there at the rim. It makes the putback that much easier.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Bulls out in front, up 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Chris Paul having a dominant impact in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Hawks trail by 5. On the court for Chicago, we've got Chris Paul, and it's Sabonis in at the 5, down low. Pass to Nash. Driving inside. Basket counts.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Here's Moncrief. Here's Paul. No good off the glass. Pass to Nash. Here's Roy. It's intercepted. Now here's Paul. 4-3. Rebound by Stoudemire. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Thurman. He's guarded by Paul. Here's Nash. And he hits it to tie the game. Nash has got 7 points.
Well, his scoring ability is why this game is all tied up. A few more key possessions like that, and they could start to pull away.
Now here's Paul. He's got 13. There's the triple. No good.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
That's to Stoudemire. Here's Roy for the lead. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
The Bulls trail by 3. Now here's Paul. Pass to Moncrief. Back to Paul. 4 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Roy. Fires the 3. That won't fall. 6 for 10 from the floor now. Here's Moncrief. Ball passes to Mashburn. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Pass to Nash. Here's Roy. He's guarded by Paul. Roy can't get it to go. The Bulls trail by 3. Outside Paul. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. Right wing. Shot to stop the run. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Paul's got 16 points.
And Paul is very selective with his shot attempts, especially from deep. So you know he liked that look.
Here's Stoudemire. 5 points in the game. Really left him alone that time. Roy's got 6 here in the quarter.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Paul. 16 points for him. Over Payton. Paul can't get it to go.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Here's Nash. He's got 7. Pass to Roy. Here's Nash. From the top of the key, drained it for 2 points. He's got 9. 27 seconds left in the third. Paul passes to Wallace.
Cleveland.
16 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Moncrief. Here's Mashburn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's a 3 from Paul. Paul with another miss. And we've reached the end of the third. Atlanta on top. They lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's Thurman in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Mashburn. Off target with the 3.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Here's Nash. He's guarded by Paul. Oh, Sabonis with a block. The Bulls trail by 5. Pass to Mashburn. Looking to get it going. The rebound by Atlanta. Here's Nash. Here's Roy. The shot won't fall.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Moncrief, the pass to Wallace. Here's Paul. It's hauled in by Nash. The Hawks lead by 5. Pass to Stoudemire. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Roy. Let's go with a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Boy, he's got 9 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Now here's Paul. The Bulls with another miss.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Got a piece of it, and out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Timeout, Bulls! Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. The Bulls trail by 8. Here's Mashburn. Lays it in easily.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Nash. 5 to shoot. From about 16. Rebounded by Sabonis. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Moncrief, guarded by Payton. Paul! Goes again.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for the Bulls, Arvydas Sabonis. 2 shots.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. Second of 2 is good, and that brings him within 5.
He's going to be kicking himself all night. This isn't the time to be wasting opportunities.
Bullseye. Arvydas Sabonis. Second. Team play.
That's tipped. Launches. It's money from deep.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Now here's Paul. Shot clock at 6. Here's Moncrief. Oh, it misses. Slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Here's Mashburn. That misses.
Well, that's an excellent contest, and then he finished the play with a tough rebound.
Takes a three. Cash from downtown.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
No. So it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.
And it's the Kings to start out. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Brook Lopez is out there with Chris Bosh. Then it's Bowen. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Thompson in at the point guard position.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
From deep, Harden gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Magic. Edwards against George. Edwards dishes to Thompson. It's hauled in by Alonzo Mourning.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Jokic passes to Christie. Jokic against Bosh. Shot clock at 6. Fades and shoots. Rebound by the Kings. Outside Edwards. Pass to Thompson. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. Christie the pass to George. Harden outside. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Lets it go from the wing, and the rebound goes to Lopez.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Pass to Edwards. And Mourning sends it back.
And we know Mourning excels at finding these shot blocking opportunities. It's like he sees the shot coming.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And Edwards drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Earlier I spoke with Orlando's head coach. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much.
First personal foul, second team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Christie. Just 5 on the clock. Tries from 16. Thompson misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
To the inside. Mourning. That's in. Coming off the assist from Jokic.
Check out Mourning inside where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's Bosh. Banked in off the glass.
Well, this is a big part of his game, creating offense for his team off the glass.
George passes to Harden. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
An absolute master at drawing contact. Defenders get nervous guarding James Harden. This is why.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it. He can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
Harden hits them both. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Edwards looking it over. Thompson, a screen on George. Thompson against Christie. The jump hook. And Thompson with the nice bucket inside.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And the dunk by Mourning.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Edwards kicks to Thompson. Back to Edwards. Unloads. Rebound by the Magic. Mourning's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jokic passes to George. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. With the floater, and Harden lays it in. Harden's got 7 points.
This is one of the specialty shots in James's arsenal. This guy with the teardrop floater, good night.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Bosch, and it's good off the glass.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Magic lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Bosch. Edwards is out there with Thompson. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Bowen in at the small forward position. George with the steal. Jokic passes to Mourning, and the dunk by Mourning.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Harden. Here's the 3. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low, here's Lopez. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
Well, Lopez so comfortable down inside. This is where he makes his living.
Harden sets the pick for George. Pass to Christie. Lopez against Mourning. Back to Christie, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Bosh with the bounce pass. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Hands it from downtown. Edwards got 5 now.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Thompson. So the Kings call timeout. They're first. One of the stories here, Alonzo Mourning getting it done today.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
On the court is your star. Which led us section 1.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside Edwards. Thompson left side. That one drops and he's now 2 for 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
1:57 left in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Thompson left side. Over Christie. Thompson misses.
Solid defense there. You are just trying to make an interior shot a difficult shot, and that's what happened.
Mourning's shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Lopez. The shot's good.
You have to wrap Brook Lopez up, right? Because this guy's so adept at using those long arms to get his shot off.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Lopez, no good on the free throw.
Well, Brook Lopez, such a versatile scorer. He's got great low post moves. He can also step away and face up and make jump shots. Very difficult bind for the defenders.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Thompson passes to Edwards. The three. They get it again. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Bosch.
It's just certain guys have a nose for the basketball. I don't think you teach that. Great second effort there.
Harden with a screen on Edwards. Harden surveying the D. 5 on the clock. Oh, Harden pressing the action.
I'll tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
Outside Bosch. Lobbed up there for Thompson. George with the steal. In the corner, Harden. Puts up a 3. That shot is off. And so it's Orlando with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. An exceptional performance from Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Magic leading by 6. We've got Harden. Jokic is out there with Mourning. Then there's Christie, and it's George in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for Orlando. Christie with the bounce pass, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Christie.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
The Kings trail by 6. Outside Edwards. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Edwards got 8 points.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
George finds Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Lopez grabs the board. Outside Edwards with a tie. Kept alive by Sacramento. Bosh, that's good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to George. Back to Harden. To the middle. Here's Jokic. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Bosh. The opportunity here for them to take their first lead of the game.
And this is where you need to be aggressive and make it happen.
Thompson. So they take the lead. He's got 6. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. George against Edwards. George dishes to Harden. Back to George. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got his second basket of the game.
They can't leave any room for Paul George outside. He will deliver from deep.
Pass to Thompson. And Mourning sends it back. Oh, look at Harden climbing.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Bosh passes to Edwards. Six on the shot clock. 8 feet away. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
And George kicks to Harden. Christie the pass to Jokic. Orlando moving the ball around. From deep, Harden. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
Well, if you allow Lopez to get that kind of touch, it's really hard to guard the 7-footer without fouling him.
The Kings shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Harden outside. And now Sacramento on the break. Edwards dishes to Thompson. Back to Edwards. Pass to Bowen. Five to shoot. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so George will bring it up for Orlando. It's a 1-point game. Jacks up a 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Thompson. Bosh, that's the pick for Thompson. Over Christie. Again, the miss by the Kings. Magic leading by 4. George finds Harden. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Bowen. No good on the three. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Magic. They lead by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Edwards is out there with Thompson. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Bowen in at the 3, the small forward. Harden outside. Puts the move on. Rebounded by Bowen.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot. And most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Jokic kicks to George. Back to Jokic. Over Bosh. And Jokic gets pass to Thompson. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Edwards finds Lopez. Back to Edwards. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about the body control from Anthony Edwards? Just so good at using that frame to get through the teeth of the defense.
Edwards at the line for 1.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. George against Edwards. George passes to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Harden takes the hit, but still connects.
You never see James Harden get sped up by a dwindling shot clock. He understands how much time he has to make a play.
George against Edwards. Outside Bosh. Now Edwards. The long shot, no good. George in the post. Edwards there. It's in there.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Christie against Thompson. Now Edwards. Harden pulls it down. Orlando leading by 3. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Outside, Christie. With the shot. Edwards with the rebound. The Kings trail by 3. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Fights through for 2.
Anthony Edwards,
throw good. Edwards.
Boy, in a tight game, he steps up and delivers.
The Magic called timeout. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach of Orlando was getting across in their huddle. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lopez. And stolen by Mourning. Here's Christie. Now George. Harden right side. A quick pass leads him right to the rack.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Timeout, Kings. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Thompson, and there's the dunk.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Timeout, Kings. Guys, what are their best options now?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look if that's at all possible.
What an opportunity here.
Yeah, a chance to take the lead. This is huge.
And stolen by Mourning, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, crucial free throws obviously gets this to 3 now, but it is still a one-possession game.
Missed on the 3. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Magic, Paul George, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
If it wasn't out of reach already, guys, those free throws turn the lights off.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. Now it's time for our player of the game.